Welcome back to East Texas Living. I'm Wana Crouch, CEO of National Agent Network, and I'm joined today by Pam Jones.
Thanks, Wana. Welcome back to part 2 of our month of Love for East Texas.
So today, let's talk about what makes our Tyler area neighborhood special. Pam, you've been in homes all over this area. What creates those strong community bonds?
Well, I think it's the little things that add up. I've listed homes where sellers know everyone on their street by their name. They've had annual block parties. They watch each other's kids. They notice when someone needs help. That doesn't happen everywhere anymore.
And different neighborhoods actually have different personalities. Some are all about young families with kids riding bikes. Others are established with beautiful mature trees and longtime residents who've watched the area grow. The key is finding your fit. From 2020 to 2023, a lot of small towns were experiencing revival. Like 27% of previously declining rural counties are now growing, which is really exciting.
A lot of remote work, people working from home too, that's really helped revive these small communities as well.
And I like word of mouth power.
Yeah.
You're probably no more than 2 degrees of separation from everyone else in a small town.
I agree. The Friday night football is practically a religion here.
And I would say that's true over the whole state. So absolutely it is. Whether it's Tyler Legacy, Tyler High, or our smaller communities, Lindale Eagles, Bullard Panthers, White House Wildcats, Chapel Hill. Friday nights bring everyone together. I tell out-of-town buyers, if you want to meet your neighbors fast, show up at the football game.
That's true. And the farmers markets, I love Saturday mornings at Stanley's or the downtown Tyler's farmers market. You see the same faces, you know the vendors, you run into neighbors. It's community building disguised as...
Isn't that great? And the festivals too. And we've got a great lineup this year. The Azalea Trail in the spring, the Red Dirt Barbecue and Music Festival in May, Christmas parades in every small town. These traditions all year round give you something to look forward to and reasons to gather.
People plan their year around all of these festivities and different things that are going on here in East Texas. They're where you see people you haven't seen since maybe last year's festival or outing. It's where you introduce your kids to what you loved growing up.
There's this concept called the third place. So not home and not work, but that spot where you're a regular. So Pam, what's your third place?
Oh, there's a coffee shop where they start making my order when they see my car pull in. It's where I know people, where I feel like I belong. Everyone needs that.
Exactly. Whether it's your coffee shop, the park where you walk your dog, the library, your church, the gym, these are all the places that weave you into the fabric of community. East Texas has them in abundance.
I know my third place example would be the feed store in my small town. I know the owners, I go there, they're always so friendly, they know me by name, they know what I'm gonna order, they know my kids, they know the family, and they always ask me what's going on.
Yeah, isn't that exciting?
It is.
It's really fun. And mine, of course, is the coffee shop. I love Crema. It's probably one of my favorites. That's the one that I get to go to most often. And same thing, they know what you're going to order, they know you by name, and you just get that small town feel wherever you go.
So these small places, they're locally owned often, and that makes a difference. The barista remembers your birthday, the bookstore owner remembers and recommends just the right book, the restaurant owner knows your kids' names. You're not a transaction, you're a neighbor, you're a friend.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what builds connection. And that connection is why people love where they live. Research actually shows that local businesses keep money circulating in the community. In fact, they say that for every $100 spent locally, $50 stays here versus only $15 when you shop chains.
The stories I hear from sellers, it's always about people. The neighbor who brought meals when they had a baby, the street who rallied when someone got sick, the kids who grew up together and stayed friends. That's what they're leaving behind, and it breaks their hearts.
And that's what we're selling, really, not just houses, but the opportunity to build those stories and to be part of something. So, as we've said before, home isn't just where your stuff is, it's where your story happens.
And here in East Texas, we're blessed with beautiful spaces, but what makes these homes is the people, the memories, and the community.
So this month, we're celebrating all of it. Thanks for joining us on East Texas Living. We're Wana Crouch and Pam Jones. And
We love where we live.
Now get out there and appreciate where you are. Notice what you love. Share it with your neighbors. Build your community, because that's what makes a house a home. And remember to like, subscribe, and follow us on social media so you never miss an episode of East Texas Living.
See you next time for part 3 of Love East Texas. And remember, home is where your heart is, and our hearts are right here in East Texas.